Hello and welcome to the first day of Spider-Man / Through the Omenpaths on MTG Arena. It just got live a couple minutes ago, and today we're gonna try to break the best deck in Standard. I know, I don't usually use that language. It's generally for clickbaity titles on decks that suck and are terrible. I might use it here. We'll see how the gameplay goes. I think this card could be very good. This is already the best deck, or one of the best decks in best of one Standard, and I think Merata could take it over the top. We'll have to see how it goes. She is a 1 mana 0/2 rare legendary creature, human scientist villain. Whenever you draw your first or second card each turn, put an ingenuity counter on Merata. Then you can tap her to cast an artifact from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the number of ingenuity counters on Merata without paying its mana cost. If there's one thing we know about Magic the Gathering, it's that cheating in cards for free can be pretty good. And this is slapped onto a 1-drop, and we don't really have that many 1-drops we want to play anyway outside of like Authority of the Console, so it fits very easily in the deck, and I think left unchecked will take over the game fairly quickly. So you go turn 1 Merata, turn 2 you draw your first cards, you get a counter on there, nothing to cast for free yet. If you go right into a relic, you draw your second card, and you put a second counter on Merata. And then, for free, you can then just cast a Relic, or a Saw Blades, or a Bricks. You're now starting to get a little bit farther ahead, though it's not everything. But then if you get to turn 3, and you draw another card, you've got 3 counters on Merata, you go Synth for 3 mana, and then for 0 mana, you just play a Bay, or a Snare, or Starcage, or whatever. That's crazy. Like, 2 really powerful 3-drops on turn 3 is actually nuts. Like, the amount of tempo you're going to get off of that, I think is going to be insane. So I think it's going to be a must-kill threat. It is legendary, so 4 is a lot of copies for it, but I think people have to answer this immediately, or it's going to have a really big impact on the game. I don't know. I haven't played it yet. We're going to test it out. The other interesting thing is that you can actually do this at instant speed. So on your opponent's turn, you could tap Merata, and then for 0 mana, play one of these cards. So you basically gave all these flash. I don't know how impactful that will be yet, but obviously like a flash Starcage out of nowhere, you'd lose your Merata, but like post-deployment, you could take all their stuff. So could be nasty. Like I didn't play this in the early access event because I thought it was too powerful, and now that we're actually into, you know, the release with rank Standard, I'm going to give it a go. The other new card we have here is just a single shock land in the mana base, the Multiversal Passage. I think it's worth an include. Can shock it in to come in on blue or white, turn on our Verge. I think it's worth it. We don't have too many shock lands in here. I don't think I want to go more than that. I think Starting Town's really good in this deck anyway, because mostly we just want to curve out by turn 3, and you know, you don't have to take quite as much pain land damage off of this guy most of the time. I'm going to leave Mesmerized Village in here. I definitely thought about cutting it. It just feels like you auto lose the matchup against Azorius Control, because if you wait until you have 5 lands to tap the village and a land and try to play your 3-drop uncounterable, they've just sat there and drawn so many cards, and they're just sitting on ultimate in hand, and they just wait until you've done your stuff, and even if they don't counter anything, they just ultimate and destroy everything. So it's just kind of a waste of time to even put the tap land in. But with Merata, I think it could actually stand a chance, because now on turn 3, you could pay a blue and tap the Mesmerized Village, and instead of having 1 mana left over to do nothing, you could then cast something for free and make it uncounterable. So that could be very interesting. Whereas previously you might auto lose the matchup versus Azorius Control. I think if you could make some uncounterable stuff free on turn 3 and slap it down, maybe you could put on enough pressure to kill the opponent before they ultima. I don't know. Maybe it's never worth it. Maybe Mesmerized Village is just a tap land that slows you down, and you're just going to auto lose that matchup every time. But could be good with Merata. So we're going to try it out. I'm excited. Yeah, like I said, I didn't play it during the early access event because I thought it was too powerful to run there. But could be busted and broken. Just in the sense that it's going to take a really consistent deck, and I think could just put it over the edge. We'll see. I also think it'll die immediately a lot of the time. But, you know, if it eats a Burst Lightning, that's 1 fewer Burst Lightning that is going face. That's triggering Prowess on a Challenger. The Hustling Cat, the Bargler. Sounds about right. On the play, Merata showing up. Let's do it. Let's keep this. All right, fast land. Merata, get her scaling up. Try to get some free spells out of her. It's Golgari. All right. I think we just get the Surveil land down here. I think we're gonna need the net. Starcage, probably just one more land. So we could get a free Saw Blades on their next turn if they attack into us. Bats, alright. can also net down the bat and then get the free saw blades too. Okay. Okay, yeah, I mean, I think we're doing that, right? Net free saw blades, get it back. Seems decent. So we'll pay some life. Can come in on maybe blue here. I guess more. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do white. Okay, unless they have hexproof, this should be fine. Oh, we're doing this stuff now then. If we get the bricks now, we guarantee the land, actually. We can always do that next turn, right? Let's just do this. So a free 3-drop. Or we can just go get the land for free here, and then Battlefront, which also seems pretty good. Bricks for free. Get the basic planes to hand. Cast the basic planes. And cast Battlefront for 4. Saw blades. Wow, that's quite the whiff. I wonder if it won't even ETB. We can't even braided net before that goes out. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. That was not so great. Are we braided netting and giving the other one +2 counters? Probably not. Dread Knight. Okay. All right. Now we're really looking for that Star Cage again. Oh, he's just going to take the draw. Fair enough. Okay. I think we're just eating this. More free cards. I mean, I think we want to actually craft the net and get moving towards that. Then we can bricks and still instant speed snare down someone if we really want to. Let's go on top. Okay. So we could block the 1/1, and then we could snare in the Dread Knight to remove 3 damage, and then we'll get +2 damage somewhere else. Or we can wait to see if we hit a synth off the Battlefront. Okay, how much damage is this? Non-land permanent. Here they come. Do you take the Dread Knight here? I'm not so sure you do with Battlefront coming. A lot of damage. I think we'll save it for post-Battlefront. We could also take the huge draw and then cast stuff for free, which is interesting, but I think we'll just go for the Battlefront here first. They're kind of similar. Double synth is all right. Fire Crystal, could we cast that? No, we don't have double reg yet. Bricks, I don't think we want here either. Relic, don't need. We'll take the Bay on top. We can still cast the Snare at instant speed, which is always interesting. Do we have to? Let's see. Exile target non-land permanent. So we could exile like the food token over here. Preacher is an annoying card. We'll probably snare the Preacher. Sentinel as well, okay. instant speed. So we're gonna get some counters somewhere, but we're gonna have a huge attacking force. Probably a death touch creature, I think. Give him the counter somewhere else. Hopefully that's all right. This could be okay. Nobody else can really trade with the 10-10s here. Could cast you for 0. This is for 4. We can do everything here. I mean, this is, I think, about game. Let's see. Technically, we do this first, right? Draw, have a bigger draw. I think it doesn't matter the order, because I think we've won here just off the bay by itself. So, okay, you can do this. Cheat in this for 0. Make some things, and then, yeah, we just level up into the Fire Crystal. We don't need to do anything else other than that. That alone should be enough. But you could have taken the draw there for 4 off the braided net, and then, that would be interesting. Alright, so Merata actually survived. I don't know that she... Man, I have to go back and replay it. In the moment, it didn't feel like she did a whole lot. Like, I'd have to go back and check how far she really accelerated us ahead of the normal game plan. It didn't feel like that much, but maybe she had a huge impact. I have to go back and watch. We did get a little bit of a free block there on the 1/1. Not bad value. They didn't have any removal, which was nice for us. It is fun to be able to flash stuff in on the opponent's turn. Not sure how useful that is. It feels like it did, right? Because it feels like we really pumped out a lot of droids or whatever faster than usual, and I think that must be a product of being able to cast an extra 3-drop for free. So I think we were able to close out the game faster than usual. I have to go back and check. On the play, Merata and Relic. I'm hype. I'm super hype. Let's do it. We have the Fire Crystal though, which is really random, but hopefully we draw some more gas. We killing it? Dead. Alright, fine. We'll land, we'll get to drawing. That's not great. That is not good. Sack this artifact, put a stun counter up to 1 target tap creature. I think we're going to try to do that. This is never going to be taps, though. Ooh, that's a good top deck. Good enough. 1 target artifact, creature, or planeswalker lose all its abilities until your next turn. Yeah, but we at least got the scry, right? I think we have to do this. Star Cage, that answers it. Next land does not help so much, but I think we need the Star Cage here. One damage to each opponent. That's cute. Ow. Alright, Synth is shut off. 2 men open, they could counterspell us, but nothing to be done about that. Let's give it a go. My patience runs thin. Countered? Alright. Well, we'll do nothing. We awkwardly have no answer to this 1/3 vigilance, but yeah, maybe we'll get there eventually. We can always sack the artifact and just take the draw. And not put a stun counter on anything, which I think is what's happening here. Another ping to face. Thank you. I like that. Alright, this is playable. We can tap down this thing and they cannot nullify the synthesizer. But we'll see if they have an answer to it. Let's get the Saw Blades in there. Alright, nothing. So we'll tap it down before combat. You can go down. Tide Bender on the net. Great. Shut it down again. Oh, I've never done more nothing in my life. Alright. And it's a Siren. Lovely. We do have a lot of Saw Blades, though. I mean, we want to Saw Blades one of these guys. I move to combat, then we'll Saw Blade. Yeah, I think it's fine. Then we're going to go double Saw Blades here. or try to. So they attack with the Tidebender, maybe. We saw with the Tidebender. Kill it. Then we could Braided Nets the Beastbinder, even though it's already attacked. Just get the Vigilance creature tapped, and then Saw Blades that. And hopefully get the Synth going on our turn. We have no 3 drops, but it's something to do. Okay. It's a 2/4 with a creature removal spell on top. Not worried about that. Bin that, don't need it. Makes sense. Alright, let's see who's getting in there. Okay, Saw Blades number 1. Another Beastbinder. God. Oh gosh. Tidebinder. A Get Out. Return. That's 2 target creatures or enchantments you control to your hand. Do we care about this? No, I don't think so. Because now we get to Braided Net, right? And we get to kill the Beastbinder, which is the main thing, I think. Okay. Part of the problem is solved. Cecil, coming down. Battlefront off the top. Never didn't have it. Okay. Star Cage looks great. And then I guess a snare onto nothing. How good is the next relic? Yeah, maybe just snare. It's fine. Oh, this ability actually doesn't... I did not realize that. This ability actually is still shut off. I thought with the creature gone it wouldn't be. Whoops. That's too bad. Still, we got one more net and Saw Blades to go. I don't think this is the triggered ability they want to die on. The hill they want to die on, but it could be. Oh, land. Okay. I mean, they want to take out the Braided Net, right? So let's hold on that. Sure, it's fine. We want to take our big draw at some point. I'm hoping they flash in the Tidebinder. Maybe they won't. Equal to his power, 0 power, okay. You know, that's funny, we can actually cast the Fire Crystal for 0 if we ever get up to 4 Ingenuity counters. I didn't think about that. Okay, sure. I think we already have the one basic island, sadly. That's okay. Alright, dead again. And no Tidebinder this turn. So go for the Braided Net thing. It's an activated ability. I just counter it. Which is not so good. I think we just lose it too, because I think we have to exile both to do that. I think as part of the cost to activate the activated ability, I think we exile both and then they counter the effect that resolves. I think we don't get anything. Not 100% sure, but I think that's what would happen, which is the worst case scenario. What happens if we craft this? Sure, that's something to do. Craft with a star cage. And then we're totally cool if this is the activated ability they Tidebind. We've already exiled it as part of the crafting costs. So it's just gone, which is why I didn't want to use that to braided net, because we want the braided net draw if we can get it. Okay, we'll do this. I didn't see any stick there. Next synth. Or you take the draw. We can do both, right? So we'll do synth first. Done. Okay. Nice, nice. Merata dead immediately, so we did not get to see her pop off. Alright, let's play some Magic the Gathering. No blue on one, sadly. It's Monored. Oh, there's a blue on one. Yeah, I'm down for it. Let's do it. Okay, it's a 1-drop plus a shock. Goodbye, my sweet maybe 1-drop. I think we're kind of off Merata now, sadly. Just go bricks. Figure out another turn for it later. Okay. Challenger to the face. Down to 14. Another starting town. I don't really play many home spells. I think we take out the Challenger here right now. Don't have too many untapped lands. Yeah, I think we're doing it like this. Okay. Just they don't get any extra little value. We probably could have waited too, but we'll see. So shot to the face. We do get a free block. Down to 10. It's a good top deck. It's just a little bit awkward with the Merata, but what are you gonna do, right? Okay. Yeah, that's good too. We'll keep that. That is the cost. Does not play well with Star Cage. Alright, we got more coming to the face. We're down to 7. I think we have to synth here first. Go down to 5. Burst lightning, we take 4 more. It's not great, but I think it still needs to be this. Don't need more land. We could double spell with the relic, I guess, this next turn. But not aware that it's needed per se. Alright, we'll see if we're just dead here. 4 to the face. Dead. Great. Kamehameha. What could you possibly be running? Is it Monored again? We're on the draw. We have nothing until turn 3. We have a Surveil land, which makes it a little bit better. It's a good hand otherwise. We're gonna keep it. It's black. Artifact or creature card. You got it. Alright, no 2-drop. Technically it's a 2-drop. I think it's fine. I think it's actually fine here. If they go bat, then we can go Saw Blades and then nope, nothing. Okay. Alright. I mean, we're not gonna Saw Blades anything right now, right? So I guess we can actually get the Adagio down. And then starting town. It's a slasher. Okay. Potentially could just lose if we don't hold open the Saw Blades, so cannot do anything here. It's never fun taking the auto loss versus mono black. They go turn 4 Alcazaz. It's the 4th land. Do you have the Alcazaz? No. Combat damage to a player, okay. Okay, let's see it. How good is Starcade here? Takes just the 2/2, not amazing. We just take a relic, draw a card instead. 1 or more creatures, so they're gonna get that draw either way. Yeah, I think taking the relic here makes more sense. Next synth looks good to me. We can go Bay. Ooh, bat. Alright, that's alright. We got redundancy. Take the synth. Alright. We'll go Bay, level up a relic. We could get the it's a good one. I think the level is just better here, though. I think just next synth. You could take the bat out, and they have really bad blocks. That's actually not that bad here, too. They don't get to draw any more cards. I don't even think it's worth it, really. I think double synth into Battlefront is probably too good to pass up. How good is the Shock land? It lets us Battlefront and then also level up something after. It's actually pretty good. I think keep both on top. Guarantee the braided net. Yeah, I think it's actually fine as is. We could tap one of these, we don't need it to win though. So we'll go Shock in the Foundry. One of these guys down. Shock in the Foundry, and then we can repurposing Bay. We'll Battlefront first, and then upgrade a 3-drop into... Ooh, it's a lot of damage. It's a big attack. Yeah, I'm happy to take this block. Hopefully we can find lethal. Let's start here. Okay. Should be lethal. Upgrade this into Fire Crystal. do the thing. No new card showing up. It's okay. I don't know. Maybe it just dies immediately every time. Does not play well with Star Cage so much. The Burrs Molly. We're on the draw. We got a lot of tap lands. It's not an amazing hand, except that you do get to do the Merata thing. I think I'll keep it because we do have the Merata thing going for us, but if it's just Monored, we're going to run over. It's white. Okay, it's whatever this is. Can have the snare, or the bay maybe. Maybe the snare could fit into our curve a little better. Okay. Because bay you often want to go. Alright, that's going to be useful. Let's just look for that next land. It's not a land. We'll keep going. Might have to skip Merata, prioritize Star Cage. It's going to be life gain. That's pretty interesting. Anything else? No? Gayata. Alright. Well, there is a land for Star Cage eventually. That actually will come in untapped. So let's do it like this. And let's go Relic, and then off the Misrized Village. Interestingly enough, we do have a mountain. We'll see how big an Angel's coming in this turn. Attack first with Vigilance. Exemplar of Light, it's a big chunky Angel. We have the snare for it eventually. Probably just have to take the smaller stuff first, I think. Alright, the land will come in tapped. Whenever you gain life, let's see if they can actually gain life here. That will gain life. Also puts on pressure. Does not feel like we have time to synth. Down to 5. It's just a snare here then. It's potentially the untapped land, but it's too risky, right? Because you need double snare anyway, basically. I think you just take this and try to go for a big turn next turn. Okay, in Battlefront we trust. We might need a pretty big Battlefront though. I mean, we're down to 2 here. We cannot shock in this guy. Lethal looking very presented on our doorstep. Alright, so we need a big Battlefront hit here. If we had an untapped land, Merata actually could be a random blocker to help us. Nope, it's gotta be Battlefront here. And it's gotta be a good one. Tapped creature. And Star Cage does not do it. Okay, so that is game. Just tapped. Okay. Attack us for 6. Nope. The surveillance hurt a little bit more with Merata. Because you actually have stuff you want to do on 1, so we could definitely take some of that stuff out. Especially with the new Shocklands. I think I'm actually tempted to do that. Let's go ahead and make that slight change. I think if your Merata starts are so explosive that actually maybe you don't need this. Maybe you don't need both these archives in here. And you can actually just get all the passages in there. Still running 22 land, but plenty of duels. Plenty of dual lands, turn on the Verges. And we just don't have to deal with the Surveil. Surveil's good sometimes. But now that we actually have a 1-drop, we really want to play on 1 if we can. If we can go 1-drop, 2-drop, it's actually very good, which means we actually don't have as much space as we used to for tap lands. So I think if you're gonna run Merata, I think it's worth that change. If you're not, Surveil lands aren't bad. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. mix it up. We'll see if it's a green aggro or green landfall. Neither. Green ramp plus starting town. Mysterious other colors. Starcage. I think it might be Bay. And then just start leveling up stuff. Next turn. Red, another elf. Okay, we could take a Starcage here if we really wanted to. Not one you want to see. I don't think it's worth Starcaging here. I think we're just going to go get the first synth. I hope they don't have a random abrade. There's no real pressure yet. Another land would not let us double spell. We can actually Fire Crystal. I don't think we need the Saw Blades. I think we'll keep taking 3-drops. We have a lot of 3-drops though. Oh, that's a good one though. I don't think you turn it away, although... Yeah, we just have nothing to do with 5 mana. I guess you could like... play the snare and then upgrade the snare. Oh god. Oh, is this game? Do I have haste? Okay. Is that game? Yeah, maybe. Let's see, 11, 15. All right, well, that is game out of nowhere. If I knew it was this deck, we could have actually Starcaged away the elves to take them, what, a turn off of that card? I'm not sure. It's 6 mana normally. But, I don't know. Is this deck popular? I've seen it once before. Maybe it is. Maybe every time I see a random red-green ramp deck, I should be thinking, oh, if they hit turn 6, they just auto-win, so we have to be more careful about that. Okay. All right, Matthew, we're on the play. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, tap land on one. Wanna wait? Pretty happy to see that. Bricks into Starcage is basically lethal. Plus we're set up to Battlefront on 4 if we need to. Alright, are we waiting for more? Is the question. We certainly could wait one more turn. We're not under that much pressure yet. If they play Halia, then we're sad. But if they play any other 1-drop, 2-drop, we just get more and more value out of the Starcage. Let's see if they can find that Halia. Nope, it's a 1-drop. And a 2-drop. It's looking good for Starcage, and then they play the game of they need a creature and a shelter to deal with the Starcage. Alright, down to 15. The Neuron Hacker can actually come in post-combat as long as we have a blue open, which we do. So we'll give this a go. Alright, a new creature enters the arena. Probably just battle fronting here. Although Saw Blades level up is not bad either. We got a free Saw Blades next turn. I think generally you want the synth down first if you can. So let's go get a synth. I'm hoping they don't have a way to kill the Star Cage here. Next Star Cage, I mean, they didn't do anything this turn, but they're acting weird, right? So let's just keep it just in case they have some weird interaction for us. This can probably be white. Second blue is fine. If they do go creature, shelter, it's a 3-drop. They could still shelter onto the Linden. We have enough mana to snare through that. They do get to resolve that. All right. I think we'll go ahead and take the land. I guess we're already looking, actually, so we don't have a choice, do we? That's fine. So actually lose the card on top, but so it's nice that we have the snare in hand. See if we draw a 2-drop. Nope, Fire Crystal. Okay. Probably just get this done. Alright, and this is top deck, a creature plus shelter, which they obviously don't have here. So we'll keep going into, yeah, we can probably just Battlefront at this point. Kind of a whiff. Could have upgraded one more thing there. Alright, should be game either way. Doesn't really matter how we do it. You could upgrade first, but they just don't have enough life, so I don't care too much. Could make another synth first, but this is just good enough. Yeah, the only thing awkward about Merata is she does die to Star Cage. So against aggro opponents, she's not going to stick very often. We'll keep playing, we'll see. All right, on the draw, looks fine. Might be a VV-esque thing. Or it could be a new black-red, forget the mechanic. Monored. Nope, looking more like VV. Right, Star Cage in hand. Hopefully they don't play a 3-drop. Third land. It's a 3-drop. That's a good one too. I don't know if you've seen that card before. It's pretty decent. We'll probably have to Star Cage here. They just do so much damage if you don't, right? Soul Cauldron, put the Engineer in the Cauldron, make a lot of dragons. We're not done. Abrade the Star Cage. That's pretty good. That is a good one to have. Now we kind of need the next Star Cage off the top. I'm so sick of this deck post-tournament. Okay. So, they already used their mana, right? Haste. Okay. Alright, I think that is game then. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything or top deck anything that would help. So that's been a lovely game of Magic. Man, it's only 2 months away. November 11th, only 2 months away. Okay, looks fine. Random fire crystal showing up. Hopefully we can hit some blue in there. Nice. Mirror match. That's a nice top deck in the mirror. Don't think we need any of those. Alright, snare the synth. And snare the snare. Get the scry again. Well, 5 mana next turn. I mean, they're both good. Probably keep the snare on top, just because. Yeah, I guess we're going to lose the second one, right? If we end up going repurposing Bay here. Off the shuffle, but it's okay. Snare again. Alright. Can run that back. We'll keep taking the scries every time. It's more efficient to Bay into the next snare. Then we lose the card on top. The card on top's good, so I think we'll be less efficient here. Take you. Get back to first snare. Take that snare. Get back to synth. Take the scry. Both good. Yeah, I think we take the Battlefront here. We have the Bay in hand if we want it. Alright, Bay comes out. You're gonna go get another snare or a synth? Snare! It's Snare Wars all the way down. Okay. I don't think we're gonna Bay, because I think we like the card on top, right? What is it? Another Bay. I think we're just gonna Battlefront. Oh yeah, then we could do something after. Battlefront, we get a Bay for sure. And then I guess the next Bay. We actually don't have a lot of fodder to upgrade, right? I think we take the Relic here. We don't even have any ETBs. Okay. We want another snare. Fight the Snare Wars. Yeah, I think it's that. Snare the snare. Snare the snare. They can turn anything into another snare. If we take the Bay, they're potentially out of gas. And then we're the one with the Bays left. That's interesting, right? If they have any 2-drop, they just turn it into something. Yeah, I think you take their Bay here. So they can't just immediately grab the next snare. Make him work for it a little bit. Net for 3. Could upkeep, stop, tap our bay. Of course, have the next one at the ready, though. They can tap it down in response here. But we have the next one anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Otherwise, I would have just immediately done it. Alright, that could be a useful land, I guess. Some stick with 2 mana open. Okay, I was about to say. So now what are we getting here? I think we leave the next snare to fight the snare wars. We could take their net. It's so expensive to use, though. There's only 1 snare left. I think we need that one for the next snare war. I think you just get the first synth. How good is Starcage? Not very good here, right? Probably both not worth it. Merata, a little bit late. Could have been very exciting early. Alright, another net. You can now tap down both bays. Assimilation Aegis. Target creature. Okay, they just burn it. We don't actually have double red for Fire Crystal. We can Volt here. Well, if they're not going to respond with the braided net, then we'll just start with that. They need the upkeep stop. That one they can doom response, that's fine. But the first one is already, it's already too late for that. Yeah, don't need this. We don't have second red, right? Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and Volt here, I guess. Sure, we'll take the next bay, I guess. Do we have any other things to upgrade? We can upgrade a random Starcage. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. It's almost useless to play out Merata here. Because we have so much mana that maybe you probably just leave that in hand to discard to the Fomori Vault at this point. Alright, so they need a very good top deck here. We probably should have taken a red land if we could have. Was that in the top? I bet there was a land. Like take a. What do we end up taking? We took the maybe the bay is fine. Red land's also very good though. I guess they can tap down the creatures. All right, they finally get crafting. Tapped out. Yeah, if we took the red land, we'd just be winning here. It's a little bit weird choice though. Okay, not helpful. We can go look for the red land right now, I guess. I mean, it has to very specifically be... We don't have that many possible hits. We get a lot of digs, but it's either 1 Foundry or 4 Multiversal Passages. Or we can just go for the Fire Crystal. I think it's probably worth it here, because we're very close to just winning. Let's give it a go. Been the extra Merata. Let's try to hit an untapped red source. Tap down you, that's okay. Alright, there it is. Cool, think it's worth it. Red, pay 2 life. Crystal out the hand. Alright, it is lethal. Nice. Man, I haven't seen, I don't know. I mean, Authority of the Consuls has a very clear reason it's in the deck. It very clearly helps you with the red matchups. And Merata is generically very good, but is she that much better than what, you know, does she serve a unique role? The deck is already pretty powerful. Feels like Authority shores up a key weakness, was Merata potentially makes it even stronger, but if you end up surviving out of the early mono red stages, the power level of the deck is already insane. We're on the play. We have a removal spell, we'll keep this. This can be white, I guess. Nice. Hang out here. There are saw blades. Alright, it is the mirror. We almost don't even need the saw blades. We could play it prematurely. I'm not gonna do that yet. It's a great top deck. Now I wish we had played it prematurely. Okay. Yeah, that would have been smart, I think. It's very unlikely we use it as a removal spell, but possible. I was thinking we might end up sweeping it with Star Cage at some point, so... But, yeah, the top deck. Alright, they kill the bait anyway, sure. Okay, we gotta get that back, essentially. Fight the Snare War. I really wish we played Saw Blades on 2 now. Oh, man. That would have been really efficient. Okay, survey land. Enigma Jewel. And a bay of their own. Alright, we basically gotta take that. Making progress. Could finally get down the Saw Blades and then level it up the same turn. Snare, the snare, and then snare. Oh, they just go for that. Interesting. Okay. Relic as well. Huh. All right. Let's see what we can hit. Bay and Synth seems reasonable. How good is the next land? Yeah, actually, next land is not so bad. Next Saw Blades, maybe not. Okay, they desperately need a card draw. Okay, that is not so bad for us. I think we go Relic, upgrade into Synth here. We could snare, obviously we could snare some things away. But I don't see an immediate path to lethal yet, right? Oh, wait, hold on. Depends how many things we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we'll just Relic here. And then planning to synth and then level up a synth to a fire crystal, maybe? We'll see if we can find lethal or not. Depends how good this hit is. It's okay, but not lethal. Let's see what else they have for 3. Let's see if they tap down the repurposing bay. That would be interesting. They definitely could. But there's nothing to level up here first, so I think we're going to do this first. We'll see if they are wise enough to tap down the repurposing bay. No, maybe not. Alright, then we just drop the... You can give him back repurposing bay, right? Should be game. It's actually not game. If we attack with these, I mean, they have to block 2 of them. So they can't double block. So now they can, you know, maybe play a 2-drop and then upgrade it into another Star Cage, potentially. Double net. I mean, they don't. Maybe they just don't know that you can tap down the bay. Yeah, they might just not know about that. Okay, interesting. Well, we might wrap it up there. Man, I did not feel like Merata got to shine so much. You know, it's a low sample size, only played for like an hour and a half or so. But I think overall, if I had to make a full judgment call of if you should spend your rares and mythic rares on this card, it does not seem like you need it. The deck is already extremely powerful, and it is a little bit weak to red, just dying on the draw, where sweepers are a little bit slow against 1-drop, 2-drop. You sweep, they nemesis, like that's just a rough start. So the authority really does something versus that matchup, whereas Merata is awesome and very cool, but you know, makes the deck even more powerful if left unchecked, but doesn't really need more power. Feels like it really needs to shore up that weakness. So sadly, I don't think I would actually craft this. It's cool. I like being able to flash stuff on your opponent's turn. Maybe there are other artifact decks you can make with this. But yeah, I don't think I'd burn your rares on it, so that's too bad. I'm glad I tried it out here for you guys. Hopefully this helps you in your life. I was hoping it would be kind of secretly extremely good, but it seems like the Authority of the Consuls really has a very specific need in this deck to solve a very specific problem, whereas Merata, yeah, I don't think it's actually needed, so oh well, that's okay. Yeah, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, you can like and subscribe and leave a comment. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.